think we're filming and recording, so... Okay. I want to nail it because it's the first one.
I know, that's why I'm a bit...
Okay, here we go.
That's the opening. That's the opening. I want to nail it because it's the first one.
Shall I do... Okay, yeah, let's just keep it in. We should keep it in.
Probably going to keep this in too. And does that make sense?
Right, does that make sense? Right. No, I can't keep that in.
I'm sorry,
I'm going to start again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very first edition of this brand new podcast, which is so beautifully named The Good Bits Coming Up. We're recording this first edition, this very special edition, in some random cupboard, but that's okay. This is going to be all about movies, TV, and all things entertainment. This is the pilot, the introduction, the premiere, or the start of something new, and we're about 30 seconds in, and that is your first obscure high school musical reference, but it's okay. This is episode 1, and I'm very excited. Yeah.
Well done, Chris.
I was a hard task.
You were so nervous for that intro.
So nervous.
The good bit for short.
Abbreviated to the good bit. Yes.
If you want, you could do that if you want.
If you don't want to do that, then
just call it the good bits coming up.
Or coming up.
Or
the.
Up.
Or the. Yeah, that's a podcast start with the.
Right, let's go.
Anyway, welcome. This is off to a great start. I don't even know where to go here because I'm normally used to just saying welcome to another edition because
this is our first episode.
Yeah, this is very first episode.
Welcome.
It's like a pilot.
If you're listening,
without the stress,
you've found us at our beginning stages.
Yeah, and then if a year from now we're on stage doing a live show,
then you guys are the ones we're going to thank.
And you want to look back to the very first episode.
Oh right, yes.
Hello, future listeners.
Hi, how you doing?
This is
the embryo stage.
March 31st, 2016.
What is this? We
I
should probably
this
tell
is
them.
really,
This is going to be
that,
basically. We're two young guys.
Just two young guys.
We love film.
We love film.
And so we thought we'd do a wee podcast.
It's a wee podcast, not a big one.
About film.
About films, yeah. We're going to do
new films coming up.
We're going to do talking all things movies. We're going to talk TV shows as well.
Media, art, everything.
Entertainment, yeah.
Life.
And who are we?
Who are we? Let's introduce ourselves.
I don't know.
Chris, who are you?
My name is Chris Moffat, and I also do another podcast.
Oh, you okay?
Will I go that way, or will I?
Why don't you just introduce yourself?
I'm Chris Moffat. That's who I am.
Well, I'm Aaron Dockard.
Yes.
And we are training actors. Should we put it that way?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I didn't really want to. Yeah, we're training actors.
We're at college together, and if you listen in, you'll get our
expert analysis.
Yeah.
Just let's be honest, we're way ahead of the game, aren't we?
Let's be honest here.
That was a joke, but let's be honest.
Let's be honest. That's a good name for it.
Let's be honest.
We've named it.
Yeah, we haven't even named it though because we haven't, no one's really sent things in. We haven't made the proper decision.
Just introduced it. It's called The Good Bit.
The Good Bit's coming up. Okay, welcome to The Good Bit's coming up. My name is Chris Moffat and to my left is Aaron Dockard and we are training actors, young entertainers, and we're looking to bring you the...
Okay, this is going to be the format of things.
Go on then.
Before this is our first episode, so we'll introduce it. Basically, and Chris...
Good idea.
Me and Chris will go and see a film. Together, preferably, or separate.
Yeah.
And we go see a film.
Like today.
And when the film ends, we can't discuss it at all. We can't even make facial expressions.
Nothing.
We can't look at each other.
Nope.
We can't. We just got to go, right, movie's over, talk about something else.
We're known just to make sounds sometimes. Yes. Words don't come out. It's
no,
just
you make a face and you just sort of go...
Which is the wrong thing to do for this.
Don't do that.
We're nothing.
The first time we speak about it is when we're in front of the microphone with you guys. And if you want to hear a more fleshed out version of what I just said, you can listen to the By The Way podcast.
Nice.
Which I did an episode with Chris, sort of previewing
this show here.
This show right here. So listen to that.
Yeah, I'll just quickly talk about that. I have another podcast I've been doing for almost a year called the By The Way podcast, which you can find on iTunes. Myself and my childhood best friend just talk about sports. We talk about wrestling, we talk about football, NFL, everything. Music as well. Music's a big part. And we just talk about life, and that is sort of my life podcast and his life podcast. So the movie stuff doesn't really fit into there.
But this is the good one.
Yeah, this is the good bit. So we decided to move all the movie stuff onto this separate podcast. So if you want to listen, if you're a sports fan at all, if you're just a fan of life, listen to the By The Way podcast, which is on iTunes, which is my baby, I guess. Yeah. And this is just a new thing. So this is more of a shared thing. I think.
This is ours. This is our baby. We're gonna nurture it, and you're gonna be with us.
Yeah, and the thing with By The Way, every so often I'll have a guest on or whatever. But it's mainly just me and Paul, my co-host. But this podcast...
Yes, so we're training actors at college, and we have loads of classmates who probably who share just did a wee look to the camera.
We're filming this as well, and we just remembered that it was filming.
Who come see a lot of these films with us.
Yes,
and we thought if they come with us, we can use this podcast as an outlet for all these young training actor minds.
And they have opinions that they want to share.
Yes. And if they really want to share them, they can come on this show and do that.
This isn't betrayal, though. It's not as if like we've went, oh, me and Aaron will start a podcast and that's it. You can't come on. This is a podcast for our
Everybody.
friends.
It's for the people.
It's for the people. Yeah, we are the people's champion.
The good bit for the people.
The good bit for the people.
Like in
the good bit for the people.
We're still coming up with ideas
at this point. We're kind of jumping the gun a little bit, but it doesn't matter.
So what is this episode, Chris?
It's an introduction. It's a pilot. It's what we're going to be doing.
But also, what film have we seen?
We have saw not together.
Well,
I went with my father. You went with your friend and my friend.
I went with you.
You and who will guaranteed be on the show.
You'll definitely be on the show
very soon.
Yubo Fergal, right?
Yubo Fergal. We
saw Batman v Superman.
Bats v Soups.
BVS, as Chris texted.
My dad said that. Like my dad said that.
That's how you text it.
I know. That's why I started saying it like that.
He was like, "Go see BVS."
BVS.
Like, what the hell?
But you know, my dad said that, and I was like, "Wow, Dad, that's like too cool for you." BVS.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I thought it was a disease.
Speaking of that, Ewan just Snapchatted me. That's weird. Hi, Ewan. Shout out to Ewan.
Yeah. And all our other classmates, but we're not going to go through the list because that takes up time.
We better say Leanne, though. She'll throw something at us if we don't. Hi, Leanne.
Now you've just picked favourites.
We have picked favourites, haven't we?
Well, we have. We have favourites. Get over it.
Yeah, we hate you all. So
I always go get over it.
Oh my goodness! Right,
come on.
I'm going to screenshot that one.
Right.
Yes, we saw Batman vs Superman. I feel like we're jumping the gun a little bit here because we're only 5 minutes in.
Are we?
Yeah. We've got plenty of time. Take your time, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're new to this.
I'm tense. I need a massage. I'm actually going for the massage.
Yeah, you told me that. Why go for a massage?
I'm very tense. My shoulders.
Why are you tense?
I don't know.
What have you got to be tense about?
I don't know. I was sleeping, or I was trying to sleep the other night, and I was just like, I'll just relax, come on. And then I was like, oh, I can't relax my shoulders.
Yeah, Tuesday.
I was trying to massage myself, and that.
You know what? I do that as well, and it doesn't work at all.
It makes things worse. Weird. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't massage yourself. Because then it just makes you feel like you're... Never mind. So, yeah, Tuesday I had a really long rehearsal. It was like 10 till 7:30, and I was absolutely knackered, which is the Scottish term for very tired.
Knackered.
I was knackered. Shattered.
Shattered.
I was exhausted.
I
was exhausted. And I went home and I watched the Daniel Bryan special on the WWE Network and fell asleep on the couch. Woke up...
You spoke... what?
That's being so...
I just through that story in about 2 seconds.
I don't even know.
I fell asleep on the couch.
I was going to try and say it without break. It was a wrestling reference, and I didn't think that's allowed on this show.
That's not for this show.
No, I watched the WWE Daniel Bryan retirement special.
No one knows what that is.
Yes, they do. They do. Of course, they do.
I don't.
And then I fell asleep on the couch, and woke up at 10:30. I was thinking, great, I'm knackered. I'm exhausted. Went up to my bed, couldn't sleep.
Oh no!
I was so annoyed. I was like,
what did you do?
Such good sleep. I went on my laptop.
Did you listen to more podcasts?
No, I didn't. I listened to some music which woke me up, and I don't like that. Lush Life by Zara Larsson was my song of choice, featuring Tiny Temper.
Oh, that's what I mean by weird music.
No, what we were going to do is we were going to, in one episode, compare playlists in iTunes podcast.
Yeah, we said that.
Yeah.
We also said if you're going to keep tuning in for episode 2, this is our plan for the next episode.
Yeah.
We're going to watch Airplane, which is Chris's favourite comedy.
Favourite comedy.
Probably my least favourite.
And which is good though.
We're going to watch Airplane, but have the microphone recording and just pick the best bits of our conversation.
The good bits.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. The good bits. And we'll compile it a list and we'll play it for you next episode. But this episode's for Batman v Superman.
BVS.
And also I've got a game I want to play with you. Shall I play that now?
Go on.
Right, okay.
A game?
Yeah, I've come up with a game, guys. And I've not told Chris about it. Like, ready?
Oh my god, I'm nervous now.
Right, this is it. It's for you. It's a challenge for you.
Just
and
for
you
me.
at home. You at home.
Okay.
You can play at home as well. Ready? It's a guinea. It's a game.
It's a guinea.
I just had so much coffee.
I know you have. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, Aaron gets the game sorted.
Right.
Whatever that was.
Right. This is a game. So I've got 7 films here.
Right.
Or are they all films? They're the most ridiculous titles and plots of films I could find on the internet. But some of them I made up myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you a little snippet, a tiny snippet of the summary and the title of the film. And you're going to tell me whether it's real or fake.
Nice.
Or I've made it up. Okay?
So is it like 4-3? 4 are made up and 3 are real, or what?
Who knows? I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
They can all be true. They can all be made up.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for this? And I'm going to tell you if you're right straight away. Okay, number 1.
Okay, go.
This is called... you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Go on.
It's called...
It's genius.
The Death Couch.
Death
Couch. The Couch That Eats. 1975. And the little snippet I've taken is, don't get too comfy. You'll never relax in your own home again. That's the little snippet. It's a horror. 1975. Is it real or fake?
The 1975.
No, it. Written in 1975.
Right, I don't know. That sounds utterly ridiculous. However, you were looking at your phone there as if I took notes on this. What do I do if I get a point if I get it right?
The prize is you get to be crowned ultimate
world champion of the world.
Champion world film buff, and I'll refer you to that for the rest of the podcast.
I don't know if I want that. I'll do it anyway. What's the title again? The Death Couch.
Death Couch, the couch that eats.
That can't be real.
Don't get too comfy. You'll never relax in your own home again.
Well,
I'm good at that voice. In a world
this summer
where couches eat your face. Right.
Well, you see, I'm thinking it's not real. However, Sky Movies was taken away from my TV, so I started looking for free movies on TV, and it was one of those, cheap movie channels like Movies for Men or something. And there's some of the titles in them are utterly ridiculous. Big guns with big nuns or something. And I was like, what the hell is this?
Hobo with a shotgun.
Yeah, that one. That's real though.
I know.
That one, the Death Couch, is false.
Is that your answer?
You made that one up.
I did make that up.
Yes,
but it's kind of a red herring because there was a movie called Deathbed, the bed that eats.
Right.
And I just swapped that with couch.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, it was false.
I thought the title was okay, but it was the colon that got me.
Don't know there was a genuine colon in the other one as well. But
oh really? Okay.
Right, number 2. Now this was made in 1994. It's called Snakes on a Crane. Nobody is safe in this Texas construction site. Is everything I've given you, and I'm not going to give you any facts because obviously there's
snakes on a crane.
Obviously there's snakes in a plane, which was made after it. Generally no connection.
No way that's real. They made snakes on a plane off of a film called Snakes on a Crane.
They generally didn't make it off.
I thought I heard something.
He's on edge.
We're in a recording studio. We're
Yeah.
normally in someone's house. This is a real studio. We're in
this
one.
Right, okay. What do you think?
That's made up. Gotta be.
Ready? Is that final answer?
It's real, isn't it?
No, I made it up.
Yeah, so snakes on a crane. What do you think?
Such a ring to it. I was like, I'm going to write that down.
What do you think I am?
All right, okay.
Snakes on a crane.
Number 3. Rubber. 2010. And all I've given you is killer tire. Tire that murders people.
Wow. When you said rubber, I thought it was real. But killer tire.
It's a tire that goes around this town and murders people.
See, that's ridiculous. That's not a film, but rubber may have
2010.
been. In 2010 is really recent. I would have heard about it. That one's fake too.
You think final answer?
Yeah.
That's true. 2010.
See, when you said rubber, I thought
It's-
it might have been, but the tire thing.
It's a genuine
That's
tire.
nonsense.
It's a horror about a tire.
You know how I'd be feeling if I was watching that one?
What?
Tired.
Hey.
Hey.
Right, okay. Number 4. Now this is...
How many is there? 7?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
be quick. But this is a fun game.
Yeah.
We'll play this every month.
Okay, yeah, and I'll do it next
You can
time.
do it next time. Okay. The Case of the Missing Postcard, 2011. I'm giving you a big bit of the description. Miscommunication ends in confusion as the McAllister family have trouble with their mail.
The McAllister family, as in Home Alone.
No.
Give me the title again.
The Case of the Missing Postcard.
The Case
2011.
Like, why would anyone make a film about a postcard?
Why would anyone make a film about a killer tire?
Because people are insane.
Well, yeah.
That one's false.
It is false. I don't know why I made that one up. It just came to me.
You must have been so bored to think of that name.
I was really bored.
The postcard.
Yeah.
Right, move on. Go on. Give me
This
the
is
next one.
a 2005 film called The Constant Gardener. The description is, he just won't stop gardening.
That one's real.
It is real. How did you know?
Because you were so, like... Your face gave off like, I read this and I wanted to tell you about it.
Damn it! Yeah,
That one's real.
it is real. It's I can't remember. It was a metaphor. It was just a terrible title,
Wow.
but it genuinely was. He won't stop gardening or something like that.
Nice.
Uh,
2 more.
Okay, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, 1964 Christmas film. With the aid of Merlin, Santa Claus must defeat the evil Martians.
With the aid of Merlin.
With the aid
That
of
one's
Merlin.
false.
That one is true.
Are you joking?
That's a genuine.
Because at
movie.
Christmas time, I wanted to find as many Christmas films as possible, and I've never seen that one.
Yep, it's Santa Claus Conquers the Martian, 1964.
I should have got that.
25% Rotten Tomatoes.
You wouldn't.
Tomatoes.
Oh, really? You wouldn't have wrote the word Merlin, yourself. So that I should have got that one.
You should have got that one,
Yeah.
but you didn't.
Right, go
last one.
So same time.
Jinx, touch wood. Here we go. This is a title called Every Which Way But Lose. 1978. Man with no name that has a monkey.
That one's true.
Every Which Way But Lose.
That one's true.
It is true.
Because someone would have made that name and
Oh.
tried to confuse people.
Every Which Way But Lose. What the
What is that?
heck
What is that about?
It
That's good
was
though.
Clint Eastwood. Clint
Eastwood.
Eastwood.
Yeah, with the man thing. Yeah, the man with no
Every
name thing.
man
Yeah,
with
cool.
No name.
Fair enough. All right, well, that was a
We've
fun
just
little
played
game.
that little game.
Yeah,
Let's get into the.
We're in the 50-minute mark now. We better get a move on. Another thing we wanted to do. We're not going to do particular segments really, but we want to have like a certain reason behind an episode. So obviously the film would be one, but then we thought we'd set each other homework tasks and say, here's a film. Watch this within the week. And then next episode,
time,
we'll talk about it, our thoughts,
Yeah.
and report back. I was going to give you Airplane to watch again, but I thought that's cheating because we're going to do that anyway. And the rules are that the film has to be accessible, Netflix or YouTube, or we must own a DVD or
And you can
Blu-ray.
borrow it. Yeah, cool.
You know what I mean? It can't just be like the taking of Pelham 123 and no one owns it.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Yeah, or
I'd love to watch that.
or the rubber thing, the rubber.
I want to watch Snakes in a Crate, and I don't know about you.
Snakes.
Someone should make that.
Oh, is that one of the false ones?
It was false.
Maybe you should make that one.
I might.
Snakes on a crane.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
I don't know why Snakes on a Plane was made in the first place, to be honest.
that's Sam Jackson, isn't it?
I suppose.
They just needed to find a new catchphrase for Sam Jackson, and they thought,
Get the snakes off this goddamn
yeah.
plane.
Can we swear?
Maybe.
Is this going to be an explicit? Because by the way, it's got the E logo everywhere. So maybe this is the
How
clean
about
one.
we don't swear and see how it goes?
Okay, yeah, but we could go see a film that we absolutely despise,
Then it will be an E
Yeah.
next to it.
and also
You'll know if we hate it.
by the E. Yeah,
By the E.
yeah. And spoilers.
Spoilers, we
We got to just say, like, if we're talking about the film,
especially with Batman v Superman, which we're about to talk about, the plot is so concealed. So that
Yeah.
if you've not seen it, go see it, then come back and listen. Or you know what? Listen to the. Before we spoil,
game there, and then
before we spoil,
Yeah.
we'll say spoiler alert.
yeah, okay.
And if you've not seen it, listen right till then, and then
Pause.
pause, go see it, come back, press play,
Yeah,
and love life.
yeah, love life.
Okay,
Go on then.
Were you about to say something there? I totally.
The spoiler.
Oh no, the homework. Have you set me any
Yeah.
homework? Can I set me homework? Come on.
Okay, do you have a Blu-ray player or a PS4 that you can access?
In Perth, I do. I think.
Okay, I want you to watch an old comedy by Mel Brooks called Blazing Saddles.
Okay.
And you didn't like Airplane. I want to see if you like this one.
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. I have the Blu-ray. I'll bring it to you on Friday.
Cool. You mean tomorrow?
Yes. Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. Okay.
Mel Brooks. It's hilarious.
Is it?
I find it hilarious. But then I found Airplane hilarious. So I just want to see what you think. Because they're two different styles of comedy that were kind of around
Okay.
the
Well,
same
then I won't go
time.
in with really high hopes like I did with Airplane,
Yeah.
which kind of crushed my dreams.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's totally daft, but it's
Okay.
great fun.
Okay. Okay. Well, this one. You said you haven't seen it all. I want you to watch Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, I swore a bit there.
Yeah.
That's in the title.
That's fine, yeah.
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious
Which
Bastards.
I
Oh, well
watched completely by chance because it was recording on I was in my house in Perth and it was just recording.
Yeah.
Someone was recording, it was on Channel 4 and I thought, right, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a Tarantino film, isn't it?
It's Tarantino.
Which I
so
keep forgetting about.
Obviously it's brilliant.
Yeah.
But
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, Christoph Waltz, it's just the most, I guarantee you'll be, at a certain point in the movie, you are so invested that you're so wanting to know what happens.
Okay.
And it sort of climaxes in this one place. Trust me.
Okay, well,
watch the film.
I think it was 2009.
I don't know how you'll see it though. You'd have to come to Perth.
I'll find
Get
it
it
somewhere.
online.
I'll find it somewhere, yeah.
But make sure it's not too bad quality because that sort of ruins.
Okay, well, if it was on Channel 4, it might be on Catch
But
Up or
people have
something.
said, I've heard people say, "Oh, what was the point in it?" It's a bit silly because it wasn't
You know
true
what
to
the-
history.
you know what-
I see the point,
Okay.
and the point is, I'll tell you before you watch it. It's a movie for all international film stars to come together because it's about the Second World War. The Germans speak German, the French speak French, the Italians speak Italian. Everyone
Yeah.
speaks their languages, and it just seems so because they have got French movie stars in it.
Yeah.
and it's just that's what it's for. I think.
My problem with it was I think I just finished some sort of World War Two. So World War Two.
It's World War II.
World War Two topic in school or something.
Ah.
And I was like, I want to watch a film about the war.
Yeah, it's-
And I want to see all this stuff. And I watched it, and the first half an hour is a lot of just dialogue, which is great. But at the time, I was thinking, no, come on, I was much younger.
Okay, well,
and I have a
watch it
new, as I've gotten older, a new love for everything.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch it
I know what
again.
you mean.
Let's go. Until next time. Inglourious Bastards and Blazing Saddles.
Deal.
Let's get on to
Let's
the
get on to
subject
Batman v
matter.
Superman. I have no idea what you think, apart from I saw you put on a group chat once. It's better than the critics say, or something like that.
Better than I expected.
Better than you expected.
Bats v Soups.
What did you give it out of 10?
I gave it a 6.75 out of 10.
That's generous.
Between 6.5 and 7.
I'll definitely give it a 6, a low 6.
So you didn't like it?
Uh,
No, right, okay, well, that's okay. We'll just break it down here.
okay.
Basically,
I'm gonna break it down.
break it down. Basically, lots of critics are saying it's horrible because
It isn't horrible.
because of the nature of the film. However, lots of like DC fans love it. So people like us who just watch a film because it's
And
on.
I made a point of not seeing Man of Steel because I knew you also hadn't seen Man of Steel.
Okay,
so
yeah.
we're both seeing it from the same.
Good point. Yeah,
But
nice.
I had you next to me who had seen Man of Steel.
Right,
and
yeah,
So it was
but
sort of giving me
My dad was doing the same.
right.
My
like,
dad was doing the
that's
same.
his dad.
Yeah,
That's his
yeah,
mom.
yeah, yeah. But I knew that anyway. But
That was from the last movie.
yeah, that's from. I didn't know that, but my dad said this is from the last movie.
How was your cinema experience watching it?
It was very good. It was the same seats I had for the midnight screening of Star Wars,
Wars,
but the other side. So it was like I was in Star Wars, but it was flipped for another film, which was really cool. It was a good blockbuster for it. The cinema was packed. My dad went in with very, very, very high expectations. No, I know, but that's a lie. He didn't go in because he heard the critics, but he's a big fan. You know, he likes Marvel better, but he's a big Batman
DC's,
fan
yeah.
and stuff. So he's like, I'm a big fan. I'm going to love it. So he was going in with the fact, yeah, of course I'm going to love it. And he was let down.
Yeah, it was a messy film.
He liked it.
It was. I was taken away. I was in another universe. It engrossed me slightly.
You know what? It was
but,
your typical superhero film.
You know, I enjoyed Zootropolis more.
Really? Which,
Yeah.
you want to hear our thoughts on Zootropolis, episode 41 of the By The Way podcast on iTunes now. One of the most highest listened to ones, actually.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll stop talking about the Bible podcast. But no, it's messy. It's messy.
It is a bit messy, but...
There's about Mason said a good point the other day. He was in. There's about 50 billion films.
Yeah.
In that one film.
That's a great point.
So many plot lines.
Mason's going to be on this show too.
of course, he's
very
he's
opinionated.
very opinionated, and we'll get him on, and we love him.
I know
very
you
much.
said you don't want to talk By The Way again, but I want to get one By The Way because WrestleMania's this Sunday and he's going to
into
have
that,
a
he's into
lot
that,
of
he's into that.
opinions on WrestleMania, so expect that.
But yeah, Batman v Superman, very messy. Why was Wonder Woman suddenly comes in and it becomes like a... Also, someone else made a good point. It's like an Avengers sort of thing that hasn't
gonna say
had
that.
the previous things to earn that sort of
You know what?
hype.
Yeah.
It's just thrown together. It seems like it's thrown together.
I-
Waste of good actors.
I felt the same way watching it as I did watching Avengers Age of Ultron.
I've not seen that.
Which I talked about in my very first podcast. The day I recorded that, I went to go see Avengers Age of Ultron, and I liked it and stuff, and it was a superhero film, and I was
Yeah.
in the universe, and there was lots of explosions, and it was
That's
hard to
fine.
keep up with, and it was the same with this. However, it's called Batman versus Superman. I was not expecting a big plot twist, a romance, all these things. I know there wasn't particularly, but I'm saying what is considered a great film is because of all these different elements, and I was not expecting lots of elements that you would find in a
Too
film
many
like Pulp
elements.
Fiction or something, or 10 Cloverfield Lane,
Yeah.
where there's lots of different elements. I didn't expect them
They
all.
tried to overload it with
Going
all
to be-
these
yeah.
things, and I suppose they had to sort of do that to have a reason for Batman and Superman fighting. By the way, the name of the film totally misleading. About 3 minutes of it is them actually having
I
a go at
guess.
each other. But yeah, I get it. But
I mean, Dawn of Justice would have been fine. Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. But Batman
Dawn of-
versus Superman is the selling point.
I know.
And although the film isn't great, everyone will go and buy a ticket to see it because it's called Batman
That's
versus Superman.
That's why they did it.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a lot for the I don't want to say a film made for the sake of making a film, but it almost seemed that way.
No, because
I know it's part of the.
It reports back to the comic books.
No, does it?
Because of the story, the formation of the Justice League.
What the hell was that amniotic sac exploding big baby thing that kept sneezing?
What?
It kept sneezing. It kept sneezing. That's what happened.
It's
Its
the
nostrils
big
flared,
thing.
and it kept going.
Is it not a cyborg?
It kept sneezing.
The Flash was in it for 30 seconds.
What?
The Flash was in it.
Was
for
it?
But you didn't see him, he's the Flash. And someone else was in it as well.
Oh, Invisible Moon was in it from Fantastic Four. You didn't see her though.
Yeah. But Wonder Woman was my favourite part of the film. I thought she was great.
What? She's just sitting in this first class business whatever plane, and she sees. Oh, better go and help.
I
those
better
guys.
go and help. And she was awesome.
She was awesome. But
The music, or her theme song, made me go, yeah.
There was good
my
music
favourite
in
part
it.
Of it. Yeah, it was great music in it.
But it was very dark and grainy. The actual film.
Yeah.
It was all dark. It seemed like
He's
it
a
was,
Dark Knight.
Ugh, he is. But like, Ben Affleck.
Tell me this, Ben Affleck, what do you
still loved
think?
him. Yeah, he was great.
So much better than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
I don't, when it was announced that Ben Affleck was being Batman, loads of people were just raging. They were so
why.
angry. And I'm like, I'm reading all these bad reviews and all these bad things about Ben Affleck. I don't really know much about Ben Affleck. I know he was in Argo, which won, I think, Best Picture. So I think, okay, great.
You've seen Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, he's in that as well, isn't
Yeah.
he? So I'm like, right, okay, fine. But then Christian Bale
He wasn't as good
has
as
been Batman.
he wasn't as good as Christian
And
Bale.
Michael Keaton was an
Michael
amazing
Keaton.
Batman.
But Henry Cavill, he is Superman.
The thing
Oh,
about
come
Henry
on.
Cavill, yeah, I know, because he genuinely looks like Clark Kent
And
in
he
real life.
genuinely has that sort of. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, he was really good.
Although
Lois Lane was good too.
Who?
Lois Lane, the girl, Rachel something.
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she was good.
Lois Lane.
I thought until about halfway through that she was Wonder Woman.
Oh really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't. I knew she was Lois Lane.
I didn't.
I thought she looked like Rachel from The Dark Knight.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I need to watch Dark Knight again. But I said to my dad was like, "What? Stupid idiot."
The first sort of half of it, they're trying to build up all this stuff that's going to happen in the second half, and it's so messy, right? Towards the end of the first half of the film, this woman sitting next to me, she doesn't even say it to her friend. She just goes, and she says out loud, it's a sign. She goes, "This is crap," and she just decided, "This is crap," and she goes to the person next to her. She's like, "What is going on?"
And did she leave?
No.
But
The cinema, it was a little cinema actually, everyone was in hysterics when Superman destroys that building to start Ben Affleck's hate. And you see when it gets there's all this dust, and Ben Affleck's going through the dust, and there's just this horse. Everyone burst out laughing because it's just this dramatic moment. It's this horse just, horse. Completely ruined that moment.
with a long face, not looking very happy.
Oh God.
Yeah. Anyway, I like the film.
Yeah,
it's not going to make my top 10 of the year.
I ain't gonna see it again.
I ain't going to see it again. Ross Brody, who will also be on the show, asked me to go see it again. And I was like, no, it's not really a film I want to see again. It's free. It's unlimited. You got a limited card.
It'd be painful to watch.
However, it's 2.5 hours long. It is long, and I've got a funny thing, right? I'm a very not impatient, but I like to do things.
Yeah.
2 hours to 3 hours in the film. That better be a fucking good film.
I was getting restless. I was like, I've got things to do. I've got people to
Hateful
see.
Eight, I loved. So I was happy to sit there for 2 hours.
I didn't
45
even
minutes.
realise how long
You know what I
that
mean?
was. Yeah,
but
yeah.
other films, I'm like, come on.
That
Star Wars was a long film. I didn't even notice. Deadpool
Was it a long shot? Was it a long film?
2:15, I think.
It felt short because it was so
Deadpool
good.
was like 2 hours long. Didn't even notice.
Oh,
Your perfect
yeah.
time for a film is 150 to 210 minutes, in my opinion.
But that felt like about 3 years.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I was well aware, but when you know it's a long film, then you're prepared for it.
To be fair, as I did discuss in the sort of preview podcast to this, we've seen a lot of good films recently.
Yeah, we have.
And that wasn't good. It was okay. It did its job.
I thought it was good.
Can I just mention, we're going to seem really opinionated on this first episode
I know.
because we didn't really like it. Once you get us on a film we loved, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But we were going to go see next.
It's not that I didn't like it. I really did like it.
We like it, but there was things wrong with it.
Yeah, of course.
Henry, not Henry? Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, what are you thinking about him?
No.
My dad didn't like him either.
He's crap.
I thought he was just trying to be Heath Ledger.
Yeah, he was trying to do some weird.
You know what I mean? And
I'm mad.
no
I'm
one.
psychopath.
I have said before. I mean, I've seen more films recently, and I'm sort of developing my
Tastes
knowledge on
and
film and
knowledge,
stuff.
yeah,
but
yeah.
when I mean, 2 years ago, I would have said that Heath Ledger's Joker was my favourite movie performance ever. It's up there, top 3.
Oh, it's
and the thing about Heath Ledger's Joker, it wasn't enthusiastic, but it was so energetic and so in there.
He'd done so much work for that.
Nothing could have topped it, and that's why I think that.
Jared Leto.
No, the guy played Thingy.
Oh, Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg thought, wait, okay, Heath Ledger.
Just do that.
He got into the Joker and he was very open and up and enthusiastic. So let's just do it as well and try to be cool.
Oh,
Where it didn't work at all.
I didn't believe him.
I like it. No, I thought it was okay. I like him,
no.
but he didn't annoy me. He made me chuckle a couple of times. He annoyed my dad, and that's hard to do sometimes. So
we are developing our tastes, and we're developing our knowledge
over the past year.
But I can safely say I didn't like that performance.
Over the past year, my taste in films and stuff are completely changing, and for the better, I think, and just developing so much.
It's still developing, so you can
observe
our development.
This is the diary here.
We might look back on this episode, watch Batman v Superman again, and be like 3 out of 10,
or 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. We've discovered the inner meaning.
Yeah,
with Zootropolis had way more meaning than this film.
Zootropolis was written better than. Yeah.
Zootropolis had this deep undertones and all these things, which I think anyway, had to me.
Yeah, very relatable film.
Yeah.
And this Batman vs Superman, that was very relatable.
Two guys who
in capes. Yeah,
in capes.
What do you make of the new Batman suit?
Right. Yeah. Also, he had this. I thought it was going to be in this electronic thing that I saw on the posters, which looked really cool. And obviously, he wears the standard Batman suit for a lot of the film. But then he just turns up to fight Superman in this sort of Iron Man-esque thing. And you're like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
It just came out of nowhere.
And Batman, who's the one with no superpowers, beats the
Superman.
living dog, whatever.
The living dog?
I was going to say dog, but we can't swear. Out of Superman, who is the one with the powers and is the alien.
Yeah.
So,
and if he doesn't, spoiler alert, he doesn't kill him.
Or does he? We'll find out in the next film.
Spoiler alert, he doesn't kill him because their mums have the same name. Martha.
Yeah, that's it. So, Martha.
He's about to kill him. What do you say, Martha?
What did you say that
What did you say? It's his mother's name. Well, better not kill him then.
Oh my god.
We
have the same birthday.
We have the same oh my god. And he just sort of went away and did this dramatic
oh my god, that's my favourite type of ice cream as well.
Oh my god, we're so similar.
Get up. But then he gets up.
I'll just scratch your face a little.
He gets up and they shake hands and that's it. They part ways.
They just tried to kill each other.
They become friends
and now they're like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, what was up with this in this old mansion thing, this pool of water, this flooded staircase?
Yeah.
Why was that there?
I don't know.
And she just drops it in. I'll just put it there. Ugh. It probably won't make sense if you haven't seen it, but
I think you should go and see it.
Yeah, just have an opinion.
Because it is a spectacle. It's a well-made film.
It's the biggest film in the world right now.
Yeah.
That's why we saw it. That's why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
That's why it's our first episode.
I wish we were doing this podcast in December. We could talk about Star Wars.
And we could talk about all those Oscar films.
Yeah.
Oh.
We did that, by the way.
By the way.
Yeah, it's not... I mean, my top 5 of the year so far is Revenant.
Have you made one?
Yeah. Revenant, Hateful Eight, Deadpool, 10 Cloverfield Lane, and a tie between Room and Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa?
Dirty Grandpa, I
I've not
thought
seen it, to be fair.
Was absolutely hilarious.
I've not seen it.
I was so hilarious.
I don't want to see De Niro doing those things.
Just like the way I was laughing when that thing in Zootropolis with the sloth laughing.
Oh,
hilarious.
No. And I was frustrated because I was
like,
come on, bunny. I saw the next Tarantino project. His next film is called it's potentially, this isn't completely confirmed, but the rumours are it's going to be set in Australia in the 1930s.
Oh.
It's called Faster Pussycat Kill Kill.
Oh my god. When's that coming out?
I don't know.
Next
This
year?
is all I've got. This is it.
Wow.
This is his next project. He's directing it and he's written it. And There's no actors announced.
Confirmed.
It's I think, after 3 female strippers go on a crime rampage, they get entangled with an elderly an old man who has a sum of cash. When they realise this, they create a plan to ... and I can't get the rest of it. To probably
Very
steal the cash.
interesting, yeah.
It sounds weird.
That is weird.
I'm excited though.
Have you watched anything recently? Many films?
The
other night I watched Liar Liar.
For
the first time.
Oh, really?
Jim Carrey.
It's great, isn't it?
Very good, yeah. Jim Carrey is on another level of physical comedy.
Yeah.
He is incredible. Jim Carrey, Steve Carell, and Will Ferrell are my 3 favourite comedic actors.
Steve Carell, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Will Ferrell is a controversial pick, but yeah, of course.
Yeah, I like Will Ferrell and some things.
But Liar Liar was incredible. It was great.
I don't keep a list like you. You keep a list of everything you watch.
I've moved it from my phone onto my computer.
That's impressive.
Got a director's thing and everything.
Hey.
Yeah. I watched WrestleMania the movie as well.
That I don't.
That's a movie.
Oh, okay. You're very defensive.
Yes, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Shut up in your face. I was going to recommend Nacho Libre for you. I wanted you to watch Nacho Libre.
I've not seen that yet.
I love Nacho Libre. It's one of my favourite films. So underrated, but it's a wrestling film. So
I like Jack Black though.
He's hilarious in it. So that's one to watch for next week. But I can give you that another time.
Did you not hear about Jack Black going on a Kung Fu Panda press tour to China? Figure that one out. It's not his face. It's not his voice.
Yeah.
Why was he there? And he was like, I don't know.
I like Jack Black. I've not seen Kung Fu Panda 2.
Neither have I.
But I saw the first one in the cinemas.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Shall we? I know this was done on another podcast that is somewhat close to us. But shall we talk about our first experiences with film? What got us into the film industry?
Well, shall we? Yeah, shall we do that? But
we got another 5 minutes. We can go for another 5 minutes.
We don't have time limit.
I don't want to be too long.
I know. But let's not stress our listeners.
Yeah, I know.
If you're walking somewhere, which is what I do, or if I'm traveling somewhere, that's when I listen to a podcast.
I listen to them in bed.
Or even if you're stationary. Yeah, well, if you're in a house with people in it, you know what you should do right now? Just go to those people and say, "I'm listening to this podcast and it's brilliant."
Yeah. So
you should too.
Go and eat your fish and chips for dinner,
and then go and listen to this podcast.
Download it on iTunes.
If you've not seen Batman vs Superman, for some reason you're really Glaswegian.
What's his voice you're doing?
I don't know. I can't speak today. I've got a very bad. Go and listen to it. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but it's fine.
Cut. Yeah, okay.
I'm overtired. That's
my thing with podcasts. I listen to them in bed. I listen to them on the train, and if I'm doing work or whatever, with Microsoft Word or writing an essay, I'll have it on.
That's when you should listen to us.
It's very good.
We've got very deep, soothing voices.
I love podcasts. They're my thing. First experience with a film.
Should we not address the rap chat?
Go on then. Yeah, we've just shouted them out. We're just giving them extra.
Go and listen to the rap chat as well. They're great.
Sure. Yeah, the rap chat is a podcast done by 2 people we know. Two of
our friends.
Yeah, we respect heavily,
and they have great opinions, much more fleshed out and much more intelligence behind them than ours.
Yes,
but
I had been doing a podcast for a long time.
We're not ripping them off.
Yeah, I had been doing a podcast for a while, and I'd been quiet about it because I didn't know how it would be received, especially because it was about wrestling and football, and it's not really a thing that's going on here in our situation. So I was thinking, I wouldn't mention it. There's no need to mention it. But then these 2 people said they were starting one, and I was like, okay. Then everyone was so excited about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I did one too. And then people liked it, whatever. And then they started theirs, and it prompted us to go, hang on a second.
Well, yeah.
We had been talking about getting you one, by the way, and then we thought, wait a minute, let's just make a separate one. So
we did,
and that's what you're listening to now. It's been a long time coming.
It has been, but we've finally sat down and done it.
Yeah,
and we're going to make it brilliant.
Yeah,
we're gonna put our heart and soul into it.
Yeah. So the Rap Chat is a proud sponsor of the show. Or
don't say that. It's not.
Or we sponsor them, I guess. I don't know.
No, so, we listen to them, and you should too.
Yeah, and you should listen to the By the Way podcast. I'll non-stop.
Mostly this one.
Yeah, mostly this one. No, I can't say that. I can't pick favourites.
Pick favourites.
First experience of watching the film, or first experience with film.
In
the cinema or whatever.
Oh, I'd not planned for this. My first experience. I think when did Finding Nemo come out?
2003.
Because that is my first memory of being in a cinema.
Really?
Um,
Don't ask me how I know when Finding Nemo was released. I just do.
yeah, that was great knowledge.
I'm good with
I
that.
just
sort
sort
of
of brushed
thing.
that off.
That's the wrestling fan in me. I remember dates like that.
Yeah.
It's probably wrong. I'm going to check.
That you sound like a right idiot. You sound a right idiot. No, I think that's the first thing I remember. It put me on the spot. I think it was Finding Nemo, and I'm not gonna lie and say it ignited a love in film. I think I just saw it as a kid and liked it. I don't know when I ignited a love.
Yeah, well,
for film.
For me, the igniting of the love of the film, I don't know either.
That's what you asked me, though.
I know.
It wasn't Finding Nemo.
When I was younger, I know, Finding Nemo spoke to me. And just I watched Finding Nemo. Oh my god. What is this? No.
Fish doesn't know what.
Are you going to go see Finding Dory?
I'm going to go, yes.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that one. When is that coming out?
Very soon.
Very soon.
Within the next few months. And The Jungle Book. That's going to be good.
Yeah, we'll go see that. But
Mowgli looks like a junkie, right? He's like 4.
Idris Elba is the lion.
He's the tiger. But he was the lion in Zootropolis.
He's the tiger. He needs to calm down. He's in everything.
He's an animal.
And people are I just want it to be James Bond.
He's a beast.
You can't hog out all the parts.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm going to search Finding Nemo for me. I can't do it on this.
It doesn't matter. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
I know. My first experience with a film, I remember having, wait for this one, Batman Forever on VHS tape.
Which one's that?
Horrible film.
Is that the one where he dances?
I don't know, but it's the third one out of that 4 series.
Is that not the really weird one?
That's the one. The Batman and Robin is a really weird one. I think Batman Forever is the one with the Riddler.
Or is it the Penguin? Because that's a weird one.
I don't know, the first one. I don't remember. But Batman Forever on VHS, the green one, was on VHS. And I watched that with my gran and stuff. But again, I'll mention that again. Lifelong wrestling fan, right? So I watched wrestling instead of films growing up. That was my thing. When I was younger, it was all wrestling.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I haven't seen all these classic films, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have recently.
I've still not seen classic films like The Godfather.
Me neither.
We need to watch that.
And I hadn't seen like Tarantino classics until 2-3 years ago.
I've just discovered Tarantino.
Yeah.
How weird is
so, it was all wrestling growing up. Cinema-wise, my first memory was Monsters, Inc. From about 2001, I reckon. And I remember we were all in the cinema. It was in the Odeon. And I wasn't the only child there. And we were just running up and down the aisle.
Not watching the film.
The film was on.
Bet you would have annoyed some of the people.
How annoying. If I was in the cinema now and there was a 4-year-old running up and down the staircase, I would be so angry. But I don't remember anybody looking at me in a bad way. I don't remember anyone moaning. But all I remember...
Of course you don't realise.
Yeah, I know. Jumping down the big steps, watching Monsters Inc. And I haven't watched Monsters Inc. since. And I really want to go back and watch it. Yeah. Ewan was over at my house recently, and he just put on Monsters University while I went for a shower. And I came downstairs with my wet hair, and Monsters University was just on. And I was like, I'm going to watch.
Monsters University is good.
So I'm going to watch them again, and I'm going to watch Finding Nemo again. And Shark Tale. I loved Shark Tale.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I prefer Finding Nemo.
I probably prefer it too. Childhood favourites are things like that Shark Tale and stuff. Shrek 2.
Jaws.
I loved Jaws. A childhood favourite.
It wasn't a childhood favourite, but I watched that most as a child.
Jaws is my favourite film.
Genuinely petrified me.
I've given away something for a future episode, but pretty much my number one favourite film is Jaws.
That's fair enough.
And I watched it over. I've watched it so many times, but in terms of properly, loving it and taking it all in, past couple of years maybe. But I'd watched it so much growing up, but not. It's not like a childhood favourite.
I thought it was all real when I was little.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I was tiny, and that opening scene, petrified me.
But I grew up with people telling me that everything was fake. Wrestling's fake, Jaws is fake, Star Wars is fake, and I'm like, what?
I had a shelter.
So I was used to it, Kenny.
Like, are you scared of the shark, Aaron? That's real. You know that?
I don't know if I was.
It's probably a bad thing.
I was scared of the shark. The bits with the shark would just jump up, terrified me.
Yeah, jump scares.
4 or 5 years ago, I could be like, yeah, sure, whatever. But at the time, I'd still
be sure, whatever.
I'd be like,
it's a fake shark. I don't care. I'm Chris. I'm Chris Moffat. Doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
Even Cloverfield Lane doesn't scare me.
You were terrified of Cloverfield Lane.
I had the most stressful experience of my life watching that film.
10 Cloverfield Lane was an absolutely incredible film.
Yes, but by Joe, I've never said that in my life. By gum, it was scary.
Wow.
Me and Leanne had we kept
and Brody kept falling asleep, and the jump scares woke him up.
He kept dozing off, and then I'd wake him up just before I knew there was going to be like, what?
We were in class
He
one
was
time.
drooling. He was
I know
drooling.
he was.
And he'd be like, wake up. Go.
We were in class one time doing one of those sort of relaxation exercises.
Did he fall asleep?
And he fell asleep, but like properly snoring.
Yeah.
And
He's a snorer.
our friend Tony was like, just leave him.
Really?
Anyway, we'll get Brody on at some point.
Oh, sing a wee song.
Let's sing a wee song.
No, we'll sing a wee song with Brody. I'll get the guitar and everything.
Yeah, sure. I was thinking about Lucy, actually. Let's do Chiefy on here.
Chivy is touring. Also, we should talk about theatre.
We'll talk about theatre.
If you've kept with us all the way here, well done.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Your prize is
a high five.
a high five. What are we all about, Chris?
Yeah. Well, this is just the first of many, and it's going to get... when we get more guests on, it's going to be a lot more...
We'll have a round table. We'll have loads of people on.
Yes, we will have a round table. It's a great idea.
We'll have people... It'll be brilliant. And you know what? If you're a listener and you're not a psychopath, you know, you can get you on. We'll phone you.
We'll phone you.
Phone in. We can get phone in.
Yeah, send us your numbers.
There's so many possibilities.
There are so many possibilities, and I've...
Join on now.
Yeah.
Join on now. We're gonna.
Where can they find
grow
us?
this.
Where can they find us, Aaron?
You can find me. I now know my Twitter name. Aaron_Dockard.
And you can get me on Twitter. Ready for this? At CM42TV.
Link will be in the description.
Yeah. Or at By the Way Pod 2016. For I'll be on there as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll make one for this as well.
We'll definitely make one for this.
Yeah, you can do that because I've already done it. Okay. You need to do some stuff because my email was taken for everything.
I know.
Oh my god, you're like Goofy there from the Mickey Mouse.
We better do that.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
There's something in there. Okay, until next time, I think that's going to wrap us up here.
Let's wrap that chat up.
What are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This has been
the pilot.
The pilot for the good bit. The good bit's coming up.
The good bit's coming up.
I've been Aaron Dockard. This has been Chris Moffat.
Yeah.
And we've enjoyed your company, I must say. I've enjoyed your company, Chris.
I've enjoyed your company even more.
Oh.
Listen to the By the Way podcast on iTunes. Listen to us wherever we're going to be.
There'll be many more to come.
Yes, wherever website we choose, or iTunes, or YouTube, or whatever.
Yeah.
WrestleMania Sunday, just saying. Enjoy that. And go enjoy any films you see in the cinema.
And come join us next week or the week after, whenever the next episode is.
Well, you're going away for a while, so we'll need to work something out. We need to make an arrangement.
Let's discuss this afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. Until next time, I'm Chris Moffat.
I'm Aaron Dockard.
Thank you very much for listening, and until next time.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. See ya. CM. That's me.
CM.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Wow, there you go. That took up two battery life things.
Oh no, did it?
51 minutes, 52 minutes.
That was fun.
It was like 47 minutes on here.
You got the whole berth on camera, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that sort of thing. Just see what we're wearing, see what we're drinking.
Oh,
I just spilled it everywhere.
did you?
Yeah. But okay, that was episode 1 of The Good Bit on film. So
here's to episode 2.
Ooh.
Oh, I spilled that everywhere.